Good evening and welcome. I'm Alex Foley and this is The On Show, the series that shows you everything that's on in the Swansea area. This week we'll be catching up with actor Nia Trussler-Jones for a coffee with Keith, and later on we'll be hearing from Gareth Lewis, who'll be telling us all about what's on at the Swansea YMCA. And this week we're back at the Dylan Thomas Theatre when we sent Keith Millward down to find out more about the upcoming Children of Eden. Producer Angharad Elise Thomas and choreographer Amelia Williams tells us more.
So Angharad Elise Thomas, director of the Hive Theatre School's production of Children of Eden. Now, Children of Eden is a very interesting choice of show. Tell us how that came about.
We just wanted to pick something that was quite sort of epic and the children could work with live music. The fact that it's written by Stephen Schwartz as well is also really nice. He's written Wicked and Godspell and other great musicals. So it's got a really nice storyline as well. So sort of the stories in it quite universal. And yeah, they've just grabbed it and run with it.
The story itself is based on the Bible.
Yes, so the first half of the story is Adam and Eve and their children Cain and Abel and how they start in the Garden of Eden and when they're sort of cast out. And then the second half is Noah and his family and the building of the ark and all the animals and all of that side of that story as well. So there's lots and lots that goes on in it. It feels huge, the show. And tickets are available then on through any cast member or through us. Then you can contact 07414 823347.
So Amelia Williams, choreographer of Children of Eden, must be various styles of dance within the production. Please tell us about the styles you use.
Throughout, I sort of try to do a lot with shapes and a lot with different angles and things like that. So whereas with this show we could be a lot more expressive and a lot more of, you know, what they want to do as well as what I want to do.
Please tell us about other productions that you've worked on with Hive Theatre and Blue Bee.
So for the past year I think I've done a few shows with The Hive. I've choreographed for High School Musical, Loserville. I know I'm currently working on Our House as well, which is our big production in May. And that's a very difficult show too because that's a lot of dance within it and from the off as well. So that's been quite challenging, but they're working really, really hard.
Please tell us the playing dates and how everyone can get to see Children of Eden.
So Children of Eden is from the 14th, which is this Thursday, to the 16th, which is a Saturday, at the Dylan Thomas Theatre, Swansea. You can get tickets online or through myself or Andy or Angharad or anyone online, and it is £12 per ticket.
Thanks to all the performers and crew involved, especially producer Angharad Elise Thomas and choreographer Amelia Williams. And don't forget to check out Children of Eden down at the Dylan Thomas Theatre. Over at Swansea's YMCA, we spoke to Gareth Lewis about their upcoming events.
YMCA Swansea is a part of 116 YMCAs across England and Wales and part of a worldwide movement consisting of 52 million members. Here at YMCA Swansea, we focus on tackling poverty and improving the lives of young people and adults. And it really is a community hub here. We have a fitness centre, which currently has a New Year offer going on. We have our theatre, recording studios and arts. We have a range of social businesses here, including our fitness centre, our recording studio, and we have a dojo upstairs that features Saran Jiu-Jitsu. We have a cafe downstairs and childcare, so it really is a community hub. And then we provide lots of different groups for our young people and disadvantaged young people. We have a Y-Hub youth club that runs every Tuesday for young people under the age of 25. On a Wednesday, we run our young carers group, and that's to give support to all our young carers. On a Thursday, we run a LGBT plus group for young people. Okay. At YMCA Swansea, we work with up to 5,000 young people and adults every year. We also have an active inclusion project which supports young people and adults with training, skills, education, and helps them to get back into employment. And every year we support about 400 people to do that and improve their chances of employment. There's lots of volunteering opportunities at YMCA to get involved in our youth groups, to get involved in our gyms and our social businesses. People can contact us, give us a call, visit our website, call in at reception and speak to us. We have a volunteer coordinator here who can speak to people, look at what they're interested in, and then they can get involved in lots of different volunteering opportunities.
Thank you, Gareth, for taking the time to talk with us, and don't forget to head down to the YMCA to get involved in all the upcoming events available over the Christmas period. Coming up next, actress Nia Trussler-Jones and Keith Millward headed to Punk's Cafe for a catch-up and a coffee.
So Nia Trussler-Jones, welcome to Coffee with Keith.
Lovely.
And,
cheers.
You are a voiceover artist. You have done radio work, television, stage work, pantomime. You've done a bit of everything, really.
Dip my toe in everywhere.
So, what is it like balancing all these different talents?
I mean, I went into it originally, I used to sing in a band, so that's how I started. And then I came back, that was when I was living in Cheltenham, and then I came back to Swansea and I joined Cockett Amateurs and thought, oh, I quite like this. And then they did a production of Chess, which is kind of a rock opera, and once I did that, that was it. The bug was there, and there was no going back. And I can remember I did a concert in the Ostream in Mumbles, and Mum was there, and Frank Vickery was there. And that was the night Frank said, oh, love, he said, put away the knitting needles, you know, and offered me a part the following spring, I think it was, as acting ASM, and that was my way. I got those days you needed equity cards, so I did it that way.
And of the roles that you've done, you know, from the Frank Vickery plays up to film and stage work even this year with Chariot and with several plays that I've seen you in, like Bread in Heaven and Pitch Perfect. Perfect Pitch.
Yes,
you know. So, what are the special memories of all these different productions?
I think now I'm starting to get meatier roles. The older I've got, I'm starting to get some quite interesting characters now. I recently did a part where I did have to age up. I hasten to add, where I played Mrs. Davis in a new play. When I say new, it's a newly discovered play written by Philip Burton, who was the mentor of Richard Burton. Yes. And that was a fabulous character.
This is Granton Street,
Granton
isn't it?
Street, yes, which I believe you came to see, didn't you? And I really enjoyed that role. It was when I was not expecting to enjoy as much, if I'm honest. But and I drew on. My grandmother was a big influence to that, as my mum has taken her character, and my mum as well. I could almost hear how would she do it if Mum was doing this? How would she do it? And I kind of did that then, But I love doing that, and I think it was quite successful as a play, and I think it's got life next year, and we are hoping to tour with it. So.
Well, that'd be great. Well, wherever you decided to do more work, I congratulate you on your talent, and wherever you work would be a better place for having you there.
Oh,
thank you, Nia.
Thank you.
And congratulations on your career. Many more successes.
Lovely.
Thank you for sharing Coffee with Keith.
Thank you, Keith, and of course, Nia Trussler-Jones for sharing some stories with us. As you might have guessed, there is plenty more conversation we could not fit into the show, so please, for the full, extended and unabridged Coffee with Nia Trussler-Jones, check out the on-show section on BTV Swansea's YouTube channel, where you'll be able to find it, along with past episodes and, of course, past coffees with Keith's guests. Just before we go, we have time for your weekly roundup of what's on in Swansea. Coming up on Friday the 15th, A Child's Christmas in Wales is on at the Dylan Thomas Centre. Beginning at 1 p.m, the Llewellyn Theatre Company perform their celebrated adaptation of Dylan Thomas's magical story with Delyth Jenkins on the harp. Later on at 7 p.m, a magical celebration in words and music of Christmases past and present, the second half of which includes the celebrated adaptation of A Christmas of the Child in Wales. As Christmas continues to build, coming up this Saturday at the Swansea Museum is a day of festive storytelling and craft making in a family-friendly environment, which is free to attend. And to round up the weekend, Sunday brings us Handel's Messiah with Swansea Bar Choir at the Brangwyn Hall. This is Handel's favourite oratorio and features well-loved choruses such as For Unto Us a Child is Born and the famous Hallelujah chorus, and is performed this year by Swansea Bar Choir and led by Greg Hallam. Of course, tomorrow night on the 15th opens Aladdin, the Swansea pantomime down at the Grand Theatre, with Tony Maudsley and of course Kev Johns, one of our favourite hosts over here. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for tonight. Enjoy all that's on this week, have a good week, and until next time, good night.